Hi guys, this is Eunice. Welcome to Shore Herbal Medicine. Welcome to Shore Herbal Knowledge. And I believe today we have a quiet day. Normally the lawn people do their thing and so forth, but I think they have already covered this area. So right now it is super quiet. So I am very, very pleased about that. So today we're going to be talking about chickweed, and now this is a herbal medicine that you may not know about and so forth. Some people do because it also has been used for decades throughout generations and so forth. It is really a great herb to have. It's also chickweed is a like a vegetable or sort that you put in your salads because it's rich in A, C, and K vitamins. It also contains minerals such as calcium, magnesium, and potassium as well. This is something that we eat from the table as well. And how to do a formulation. There's a couple formulations that you can use if you're using it for herbal medicine purposes, and I'll get to that and so forth. But this is what the actual herb, the chickweed actually have, the nutritional benefits and so forth. I guess what I'm trying to get. These are the nutritional benefits here. Is the rich in A, C, and K vitamins. Also contains minerals, calcium, potassium, and potassium, and all that. It also provides antioxidants, including flavonoids and what's that? Phenolic acid, and I better spell that for you because I know I'm not pronouncing this right. It is PHENOLIC acid and so forth. Okay, so now we're going to also get into to let you know what chickweed actually does as a herbal medicine health benefits and so forth. It's an anti-inflammatory and so forth, so it does help you with joint pains and help keep inflammation down and so forth and things like that. It also works as an astringent. That means that it can be used on the surface of the skin as well as in the inside, which I'll get to the formulations and so forth. And it also works as a diuretic. That means it helps you to urinate. Some people do have issues with urinating and so forth because of medical reasons and things like that. Well, this herb here helps you to go and so forth. It helps you to increase urine production, will help you flush out other toxins. Of course, you know when you urinate, you're flushing out toxins. When you actually have stool, it's also helping you flush out toxins as well. It also works as an emollient, which means that you can put it in skin softeners and things like that. Again, for the surface of the skin and so forth. And it also acts as an antioxidant. Okay, antioxidant and so forth, which is also great and so forth. And these benefits here will help you on several levels. It helps the digestive system. It helps you with the joint pain and which is what I first said, joint pain and inflammation and all that. It helps you with that, the digestive system. And it's also good for skin care, like sores or other kind of skin issues and so forth. Chickweed is pretty good for that. So you can actually use this, make an emollient or cream or something like that if you have certain skin issues and so forth, and get chickweed and so forth. It is a health benefit there as well. Okay. Chickweed can be used in, this is the formulation, chickweed can be used into salads. As I said, you eat it from the table, you just put some in your salads and things like that. It can be applied as a poultice and so forth, which means that you can like crush the leaves together and so forth and make a poultice and put on a wound or something like that. I like that ideal as well, but I would recommend as a ointment or as a salve or something like that for the surface of the skin, and so forth. And say to avoid using chickweed if you have kidney disease and things like that. So yeah, this is a good herb to have around the house. It helps you a lot with common issues and so forth. The diuretic issues and so forth, where it's to help you to increase urine and so forth. It is more common than we think in so far, but it is not as common as just joint pains or inflammation and things like that. Joint pain and inflammation, I don't think that can escape anyone. But some people don't have the diuretic or unable to produce urine. So, but that is still more common than we know, because a lot of people do have that issue and so far and everything. So it is a good herb to have around and so far, and it benefits you in so many ways. And you can use it again in different ways and so forth. As a food on the table, putting it in your salad. You can use a cream or ointment for the surface of the skin if you have skin issues and things like that. And for inflammation and joint pain and the digestive system, you are going to be able to do herbal capsule, chickweed herbal capsule. You can put it in herbal capsule. Recommend a couple capsules a day, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, whatever. And also, you can also do a tonic or something like that. Even though this is a plant based and so forth, and most tonics, or you can use an elixir, because most tonics are made out of the herbal roots and things like that. So, but yeah, you can do an elixir with this, and so far, elixir or herbal capsule to help the inside and all that, digestive system, your diuretic, urinary issues, and things like that, and inflammation and joint pain. So this is a pretty good herb to have around and things like that. So you not only can just eat it from the table, you can also consume it, your elixir and your herbal capsule. Also, you can use it as a ointment or a salve. And also, they say that you can also use it as a poultice. And a lot of people don't really know about poultice. They really don't know how to formulate that poultice and so forth. And some people do, especially if you're herbal or herbalist and so forth, and you have a client to come in that want to get a poultice and so forth. Of course, you'll be able to put that together for them. But if they are just, checking online and buying all this and so far, herbal medicine so far, usually it'll be good for an ointment or a salve and so far. For my clients and so far, I recommend a salve or an ointment and so far and everything. So yeah, chickweeds have been around for a long, long time, and it's a good herb to have around, especially when you can go from table, getting healthy, to herbal capsules and elixir and things like that. So it is a good herb to have around, and that has been used for decades and throughout the generations. And again, some people may not know about it and so forth. And we like to bring these, come into our list and so forth, and bring some herbs that we haven't talked about in a while or may not have mentioned. Chickweed is one of those herbs there and so forth. And if I'm not mistaken, you can also grow chickweed out of a pot. I'm in Florida, so it will have to be in a pot. You can't grow it in the ground, not unless you're in one of these other states and things like that. This grounds here are very porous and so forth, so very hard to grow anything that you want to grow, so you have to grow it in a pot, and not to mention the heat as well. So there you have that. Okay, so yeah, chickweed, I'm glad to be talking about chickweed and so far, because it is a good herb, and it does have all those nutritional values and so forth, benefits and so forth. So that's one thing too. It has the nutritional benefits and so forth. So if you're not ready to do a herbal capsule or herbal elixir because of symptoms and so forth, joint pain, all that stuff that you'd have and so forth, it'd be good for you to go ahead and put some of these chickweed into your salad and so forth to get those vitamin A, B, and K, and also you get calcium, magnesium, potassium, and what was the other third one? Calcium, magnesium, and potassium, and so forth. Oh, and minerals. Okay, so you get all that and so forth, and it does help you to start cleaning. And a lot of people are starting to eat better. They're starting to eat more healthier and so forth. So adding this to your diet is a good thing. Chickweed, adding it to your diet is a good thing. Now for other issues and so forth, you are going to use herbal capsules. You're going to use herbal elixir to help heal the inside and so forth when you have certain issues, inflammation, joint pain, digestive issues and so forth. And we all can definitely attest to that, the digestive issues and so forth. And this is one of the herbs and so forth that help with that. We do have a lot of herbs that actually help with the digestive system and so forth. And this is just one of them. And also, joint pain, inflammation. And the third thing that it does and so forth, you can use it on the surface of the skin for skin diseases, wounds, and so forth, and things like that. You can use chickweed in an ointment, or you can make or get a salve and so forth for that. And as I always tell you, before you begin any herbal regimen, seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. Also, do your own research and so far to see, if this will work for you. And so far, herbal medicine doesn't harm; it helps, it heals. And nothing is instant. So when you start taking herbal medicine, don't think that it's just going to be instant and you're going to get instantly healed. But it does heal over time and so far. And usually you should see some signs of results and so forth within at least 10 days of taking herbal medicine and so forth and things like that. So I'm glad to be able to bring this to you today and so forth. And I will be back again probably next Thursday with another herbal knowledge and so forth. If you have any questions and so forth, of course, hit me below. And I want to thank the people that have been ordering herbal medicine through the links that I've given to them and so forth. Even though you cannot go to the website and not to pay for it, but you do have my phone number and text message and things like that, so that you can contact me to purchase anything that you may see, or even purchase something that I may have to go out and hunt for you to get it and so forth and things like that. So, and it's always my pleasure because, I personally want everyone to live a healthy and wellness life. And we all want to live a healthy and wellness life and so forth. As we age and things like that, we want to grow, and we want to age gracefully and so forth. But we still want to be able to move around and do a few things and so forth, and all that. So we still want to be able to move about, to live, to have a healthy lifestyle and things like that. So we definitely want to do that and everything. And so yeah, do your own research. You may find something else that might be even better than chickweed, but this is what I recommend for certain things and so forth, especially for the common issues that we all have and so forth. And thank you again for joining me today. Bye.
My kiss isn't meant for